This is a story of empowerment. A story that began with two groups of people living on opposite ends of the globe, who reached out to one another, who listened and responded to one another, enriching and empowering their lives beyond measure. In the countryside of Kenya, miles from the nearest city, lies Ziwa, a small farming village where a remarkable woman helps care for her people. All her life, Mama Etta Kuto has lived on a farm in Ziwa, where she nurtures not just her own children, but all the children and neighbors of her village.
She is one person in that community that the people come to for help. Eda's neighbors know her as somebody they can go to for the basics. I know there would be people at her door in the morning asking if they can have seeds or fertilizer, or asking if there are ways that she could help out to send their kids to school.
The people of Ziwa and the surrounding area face many challenges. Their region has experienced several years of drought, decimating their lives. Witnessing these hardships broke Eda's heart, but not her spirit.
When I think about Eda, I can see her taking her breakfast and walking out and say, "I'll see you guys later." Meaning she knows that there are people who are sick, who need prayers, and she will walk several miles a day from house to house, meeting with people who have different needs and praying with them.
You'll find a lot of people when they, end up dropping out of school because of the tuition. If you had no money to go to high school, it's pretty much a dead end. They end up just dropping out and cannot go farther than that.
And while their children face lives without higher education, their parents face fields without seeds to plant next year's crop and without other means to sustain themselves. While traveling to visit relatives in Minnesota, Mama Etta reached out to the community of St. David's Episcopal Church and was met with open hearts and open arms. Etta shared the dream she had for her community and others like it in Kenya. She shared the challenges they faced, and she invited her new friends from the heartland of America to experience a Harambee for her village.
A Harambee meant calling the village to come and help you to harvest. It stems back from the ancestors, that it comes from helping in the family, helping your neighbor, helping the village.
In Harambee, it is what you have. What can you bring in order to help this need? So you'll find people bringing in bags of maize, wheat, chicken, a goat.
The Harambee is a means to gather support and to help people with dignity and respect. Hard times befall many of us, and in Kenya, Mama Etta's new American friends joined this old African tradition.
Usually, whatever is gathered in a Harambee is what people can give. And if whatever people can give is not even enough to send those students to school, then people start thinking, now where do we go from here? And I think that was one reason why Eda felt like she had to speak out.
Eda shared her dream that Americans and Kenyans could come to know each other. And her dream was realized when her American friends came to Ziwa and heard a whisper from God, a call to stop and listen to the needs and lives of Mama Eda's community, to do something. The Mama Etta Foundation was born to answer the call of these people from across the globe. The foundation grants higher education scholarships, empowering the teenagers of Ziwa and other areas in Kenya with skill sets and training to help lift their communities out of the vicious cycle of poverty, while also providing seeds for farmers to renew their crops and helping people start small businesses to sustain their families. The Mama Eda Foundation has already touched hundreds of lives in Kenya and continues to grow every day, while lending a hand to their neighbors across the globe. The Mama Eda Foundation invites people across the United States to join with us and to hear the whisper that tells us we are powerful enough to help others and more blessed than we know.